In the old markets of Baghdad, there was once a man shouting to the crowd. He was not selling gold. He was not selling silk. He was standing next to a block of ice in the scorching heat. He cried out, "Have mercy! Have mercy on a man whose capital is melting." People stopped. They looked at the ice turning into water, dripping away into the dust, disappearing forever. They realized he was not talking about ice. He was talking about life. We are all that merchant. Your time is not solid. It is melting. Every breath you take is a drop that falls into the sand. It never returns. And yet, look at us. Look at how we live. We live as if we have an infinite supply of ice. We treat our time with carelessness, throwing it away on anger, on worry, on distractions that do not matter. We are asleep, and the ice is melting. Today, we walk to wake up. We walk to understand the nature of time. We walk to learn how to stop the leaking of our soul and learn the art of being here. What is the sickness of the modern age? It is the word next. Watch your own mind for 1 minute. You are drinking coffee, but your mind is on the drive to work. Next. You are driving, but your mind is on the meeting. Next. You are at the meeting, but your mind is on the weekend. Next. You are on the weekend, but your mind is dreading Monday. Next. We live in a permanent state of waiting. We are always leaning forward, trying to grab the future. We say, "I will be happy when I get married, when I get rich, when the war is over, when I retire." But this is a trap. It is a mirage. Because when you finally arrive at that next moment, you will not be there to enjoy it. Your habit of next will already be looking for the next thing. You are training your soul to be absent. You are practicing the art of missing your own life. The Sufi asks, if you cannot find peace in this breath, right here, right now, what makes you think you will find it in the next one? The scenery changes. The external world changes. But you, the restless traveler, are the same. Unless you learn to stop. To enter the present, we must understand what keeps us out of it. There are two thieves. One stands behind us, and one stands in front. The thief behind us is the past. Imagine a traveler carrying a heavy sack of stones. He is exhausted. His back is breaking. Someone asks him, "Why do you carry these rocks?" He says, "These are my memories. This rock is the mistake I made 10 years ago. This rock is the person who hurt me. This rock is my regret." The stranger says, "But those events are over. They are gone. Why do you keep the weight?" The traveler says, "I cannot put them down. They define me." This is the tragedy of the human ego. We love our suffering. We replay our old arguments in the shower. We relive our failures before we sleep. We are like a man who was scratched by a thorn yesterday, but today he takes the thorn and scratches himself again, just to remember the pain. The Sufi practices Tawbah. People think Tawbah means saying sorry to God. No. Tawbah means to return. It means to put the sack down. It means to realize that the past is a dead thing. It is ashes. God is the living al-Hayy. He is not in the ashes. If you are carrying the past, you are carrying a corpse. Breathe out. Drop the sack. The walk becomes instantly lighter. Now we face the thief in front of us. The future. Anxiety. There is a parable of the man who chased his shadow. He saw his shadow stretching out before him, and he wanted to catch it. He thought, if I can just catch this shadow, I will possess myself. So he walked. The shadow moved away. He ran. The shadow ran. He drove a fast car. The shadow drove faster. He spent his whole life running towards a shape that was always 1 meter ahead. This shadow is your anxiety about tomorrow. What if I lose my job? What if I get sick? What if I am alone? You run and run, trying to solve problems that do not exist yet. You are suffering from your imagination. Finally, the man collapsed, weeping. A mystic found him. "Turn around," the mystic said. "But my shadow is that way," the man cried. "Turn around," the mystic insisted. "Face the sun." The man stood up and turned to face the sun. The light filled his eyes. The warmth filled his face. And what happened to the shadow? It fell behind him. It followed him. When you face the light of the present moment, when you focus on al-Haq, the truth of now, the future takes care of itself. Stop chasing the phantom. Turn your face to the sun. So, who is the Sufi? The Sufi is Ibn al-Waqt, the son of the moment. Why son? Because a child does not argue with his father. A child holds his father's hand and goes where the father goes. The moment is your father. It is the will of God happening right now. If the moment brings you joy, you do not feel guilty, you rejoice. If the moment brings you sorrow, you do not fight it, you grieve fully and honestly. If the moment brings you silence, you are silent. You do not try to manipulate the moment. You surrender to it. Most of us are fighting the moment. We are sitting in traffic, but we are angry that we are not moving. We are fighting reality. We are washing dishes, but we are angry that we are not watching TV. We are fighting reality. The Ibn al-Waqt surrenders. He says, "I am washing dishes. This is where God has placed me right now. I will feel the warm water. I will feel the soap. I will be fully here." And suddenly, the mundane becomes sacred. The prison of boredom disappears. Because God is everywhere, even in the traffic, even in the dirty dishes. You were just too busy rushing to see Him. Why do we find it so hard to be here? Because we are addicted to speed. There is a saying in the tradition, "Haste is from the devil, and patience is from the merciful." We want the fruit before it is ripe. We want the dawn before the night is over. We want the answer before we have understood the question. Look at nature. Does the rose hurry to bloom? No. Does the sun hurry to rise? No. Everything in God's creation has a divine rhythm. Everything except men. When you rush, you are fighting the rhythm of God. You are saying, "My timing is better than your timing." This arrogance creates anxiety. Imagine you are on a train. The train is moving towards your destination at a set speed. But you are running up and down the aisle of the train, carrying your heavy luggage, sweating, pushing people. Do you arrive any faster? No. You arrive at exactly the same time, but you arrive exhausted, angry, and broken. The wise man sits in his seat. He looks out the window. He drinks his tea. He trusts the conductor. Stop running inside the train. Sit down. The destination is guaranteed. You might ask, "But I have a busy life. I have kids, a job, problems. How can I stop?" The Sufi does not stop the world. The Sufi finds the stillness inside the movement. Think of a spinning wheel. If you live on the edge of the wheel, the tire, you are dizzy. You are spinning at 100 miles an hour. You are hitting every bump in the road. You are covered in mud. This is where most of us live. On the edge of our emotions. High, low, happy, sad, fast, slow. We are exhausted. But look at the center of the wheel. The hub. It is moving, yet it is still. It is the axis around which everything turns. To master time, you must move from the rim to the center. The center is your heart, the Qabd. Around you, the storm of life can be raging. The stock market crashes, the children scream, the plans fail. That is the rim. But deep inside, in the center, There is a silence that nothing can touch. You can be busy on the outside, but still on the inside. This is the secret of the dervish. He spins, but his heart is anchored in the unmovable. If you still cannot focus on the now, if your mind is still wandering, then you need the ultimate advisor. You need to talk to death. The Prophet advised us to die before you die. This is not morbid. It is the secret to feeling alive. Imagine you have only 1 hour left to live. Just 1 hour. Would you worry about what your boss said yesterday? No. Would you worry about buying a new phone next month? No. Would you be angry at your spouse for leaving a dirty cup on the table? No. You would look at the cup and you would see the light hitting it, and you would think it is the most beautiful cup in the world. You would look at your spouse and you would only feel love. You would taste the air like it was honey. Suddenly, the boring present moment becomes diamonds. Why? Because the limit gave it value. We ignore the present because we think we have forever. We think the supply of ice is endless. It is not. Carry a little bit of death in your pocket. Not to be sad, but to be sharp. When you get distracted, touch it. Remind yourself, I might not be here for the evening prayer. And suddenly, you will wake up. The colors will become bright again. Let us practice this together. We use the anchor of the breath. The Sufis call this Hosh Dar Dam, awareness in the breath. You cannot breathe in the past. You cannot breathe in the future. The breath is the only part of you that is always, eternally now. I invite you to stop walking, or walk very slowly. Bring your attention to the tip of your nose. Feel the air entering. It is cool. It is dry. Follow it down into your lungs. Feel your chest expand. Now feel the pause, the stillness between the inhale and exhale. And release. Feel the warm air leaving. Do this again. With every inhale, imagine you are pulling your soul back from the future. Come back. With every exhale, imagine you are blowing away the dust of the past. Let go. Do you feel that? In this exact second, is there a problem? Not in your memory, not in your imagination, but here. Is there a tiger attacking you? No. Is the ground holding you? Yes. Is there air to breathe? Yes. In the present, there is usually peace. The suffering only starts when you leave this sanctuary. My friend, the ice is melting. We do not know how much is left. Maybe a few years. Maybe a few days. Maybe just this breath. Do not spend the rest of your capital chasing shadows. Come home. Come home to your body. Come home to your heart. Come home to the now. Rumi says, past and future veil God from our sight. Burn them both with fire. How long will you remain a child of these segments? Your life is not a destination you are running towards. Your life is the walking itself. Walk gently. Walk with awareness. And you will find that the destination was under your feet the whole time.